Hello, welcome to Winging It with Ash. I am Ash. In today's video, I want to share with you the reality of, living in a major city, I guess. When I came to Barcelona, many people, they warned me about this. They warned me about pickpockets, and I thought for the longest time, that won't happen to me. I'm aware of my surroundings. The people that it happens to are people who are negligent and not paying attention. But I can't believe how quickly it can happen. And yeah, I had absolutely no idea. So I've had a day to kind of like chill out and relax and not make this video upset or emotional, which I think is a good thing. When I moved to Barcelona, so many people said, especially in the touristic areas or the metro, to be careful of pickpockets. And so it's been something that I've been super aware of and super I try to always put my things, including my phone, in pockets that can be closed or in bags that can be zipped. I even got a bag that I can put on the front of me so that I have nothing behind me, especially if I'm on the metro. And for 7 months, nothing like this has happened to me. But when I lived near La Rambla, which is an area very well known for tourists to walk, I would hear people yelling that their phone had been stolen and the person comes running down my corridor. It happened a few times, so it's often enough. Now, this isn't a dig at Barcelona. I absolutely still love this city. And this happens in so many major cities. It's a very common thing. So I expected it to be done to people, tourists who are flailing their phone around and stuff. But my story is not like that. The way that it happened was nothing like that, and I did not see it coming. So yesterday when I was on my way to school, I go to school, my school starts early in the morning. I stopped at a tiny little cafe that is on a side road, and it has just a bar on the outside so that I can order a coffee and a croissant. I ordered my coffee and croissant, and then I paid with my phone because I had Apple Pay on my phone. So I knew that I had it there. But I left the cafe and walked maybe 3 minutes, just a couple blocks. And by the time I got to my school, my phone was gone. Now, to be honest, the jacket that I had on had pockets that had flips over them so that they would have been difficult to get into. My phone was in that pocket until I went to the cafe. After the cafe, I had a croissant and a coffee in my hands, so I just slid it into my pocket. Now, I have no recollection of someone coming past me. I have no recollection of anybody bumping into me, absolutely nothing. Just when I got to school, I looked in my bag, I looked in my pockets, and was there was literally nowhere else that it could be, except that somebody had to have stolen it and taken it out, unless I dropped it, which I debunked that theory because I have an Apple device. You can look up where your phone is. Find My iPhone is an iCloud advantage of having an Apple phone. And so unfortunately, my phone has been turned off. It says it's offline. And the only reason it would say that is if somebody had turned it off. My phone was absolutely on. It was full battery. So someone has my phone and they turned my phone off. Now, also with this device advantage, I can ask for the device to erase once it's on a network, and so that's what I've done, but I don't ever expect to see my phone again. I did not expect the feeling of being, I feel way more vulnerable being out in the roads, in the streets. I stuffed my important things in the bottom of my bag so that nobody could get to them. I have extra anxiety now about it, just to think that somebody was so close to me to be able to put their hand in my pocket and I didn't even realize it. I had absolutely no clue. it's just crazy. So a lot of feelings come up, a lot of feelings of frustration. I need to figure out how to get a phone, how to do my job, I'm going to Hungary today. So yesterday I had to figure out everything I needed to do to be able to do that. And we rely on our phones so much. I do, at least, way more than, and you don't know it until you don't have it, and then you realize, how do I do these things without it? It's so annoying. But yeah, it's just not a nice feeling to ever have anything stolen from you. I don't know why people do it. I don't understand it. But yesterday I definitely had sad feelings, anxious feelings, vulnerable feelings. I do try to think of things like it could have been worse. I could have, somebody could have met me in like an alley or whatever and like been like, give me your phone or your money or your keys or whatever. And that would be a way worse situation. But still, this kind of thing, kind of pulls you back. Like it takes you aback and you just, yeah, I don't know. It's a terrible feeling. Another thing that happened here in Barcelona where I experienced a very similar feeling was I bought a bike in the summer. I was so excited about riding my bike around. I loved the seat of my bike and the post of the bike because they both had springs on them. And so it was just a really smooth ride, and I loved riding my bike in the city. But one of the first rides I went out, I parked my bike when I went into a store, and I kid you not, I was in there for maybe 10 minutes, and my post to my bike and my bike seat had been stolen. So my bike was sitting there with just a post, and I had a long ride back to my apartment, but thankfully it was all downhill, so I just rode standing on my pedals back to my apartment. I wasn't able to sit down on it, and still to this day, my bike does not have a seat. I have not replaced it. I still have weird feelings about it. I'm afraid of buying another seat and it getting stolen, although I know that there are ways to lock it on your bike, and so I need to be sure to do that. And it's a little cold outside, so I'll wait till spring and summer. I do intend on getting a bike seat for that, but again, the same horrible feeling of having something stolen from you. It's, yeah, I don't know. If you guys have stories, let me know down below. Let's share, commiserate. Is that the right word? We can commiserate together. Yeah, that's my sad story here in Barcelona. It's just kind of a quick video. I am headed to the airport to go to Hungary this evening. My bag is right here. I'm ready to go. But I thought that I would share with you that. If you are not following me on Instagram, be sure to go to Instagram and follow, because I will share a bunch of my Hungary adventures there before I am able to get to the videos to edit them. So if you're interested, check out Winging It with Ash Instagram. But yeah, it's sad. It's a sad thing. I love this city so much, but it does taint it like a little bit. Even though I know other cities this happens. It happens all over the place. I thought I was being safe. I thought that I was like, thankfully my phone is an old phone. It was an iPhone 10, so it was definitely an older style. So yeah, there's also silver lining in that. So yeah, all right, have a wonderful weekend. I am sorry, but this is real life, and I wanted to share, yeah, the good and the bad. It's really sucky. When you are traveling somewhere, be aware of the tactics people use when they are pickpockets or scams. They're definitely out there. Here in Barcelona, I see a ton. So the option or the possibility of you coming across it in any major city that you go to, Paris as well. I've experienced it multiple times in Paris. A man actually had his hand in my pocket when a friend was yelling at him to get his hand out of my pocket, trying to steal whatever was in there in Paris. So yeah, multiple stories, but this one, it just threw me off, but I'll be okay. All right, I'll talk to you later. Video next week of me in Hungary with my Hungarian roommate, where she's gonna show me all the experiences that I can have as a local. Okay, bye.